Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Absolute, and today we got another one for you. Today we are going to be talking about my likes and dislikes, my pretty much initial review of MW3 so far, and let's get right into this. So today we're going to be talking about my likes and dislikes, my pretty much first initial impressions of MW3. Pretty much doing a live comment currently. Oh shit. So if I send some windy shots down way, you know, just know that's why, okay. But so my first the time to kill. I like the time to kill because it kind of improves the skill gap, because you know you obviously have to hit more bullets with a higher time to kill. The more of a skill gap there is in COD, you know, the more competitive it can be. It rewards people who are actually accurate in what they're doing. What the fuck? Where did he come from? Or where did he go? And I choked. Another thing that I kind of like about it, but I also don't like too much, is it makes the game a lot more team-based. You can't just kind of go and like solo win the game by yourself. You kind of actually have to think and like move with your teammates. It makes it so that you kind of have to actually think about what you're doing and where your placement is. My next thing that I like about the game is the movement. The movement speed is a lot faster. You can do the double mantles a lot quicker. You can kind of traverse the map in ways that you couldn't do before, which always makes, you know, it kind of builds a higher skill gap as well. So not only can you have a gun skill gap, you can also have a movement skill gap. But another advantage to the higher movement speed and just movement in general is it gives rushing and attacking players a lot more of a option. That way they can kind of defend themselves in more situations, kind of push things differently, kind of like that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to reload. You know, so you can kind of just move more freely and attack things better as a rushing type of player. You're not kind of punished for any type of movements that you make, so you know, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of be yourself in the game. Perks. I like the perks because, one, you can get them at the beginning of the match. You don't have to wait until the end of the game to eventually unlock your perks, or you know, do really well at the beginning of the game. That way you can unlock them early, or you know, just whatever MW2's system was, because that definitely just was not a good system. Easy. Oh, come on now. Oh, he got fucking shit on. So not only do you get the perks right at the beginning of the match, Dead Silence is once again a perk, so you know, rushing playstyles just, you know, benefit that so much better. Dead Silence not only is a perk once again, but you also have the field upgrade as well, in case you know, you just like that, you know, or you want to switch your perks around. The perk system is actually really, you can kind of switch things back and forth. There's a lot of customization. You can kind of play however you want, in all honesty. Red dots. Red dots are a huge part of the game that's been in COD forever, and I don't know why they ever decided to take them out. With how big the maps are in MW3, it's kind of nice to know where the flow of, you know, the game is happening. Being able to look up at your mini-map and being able to see where people are shooting at, you know, is kind of a big thing, and it's always been a thing in Call of Duty, other than in these recent Infinity Ward games, but, you know. That's that. Another thing about the red dots, bro, fucking suppressors. Suppressors actually make sense now. But suppressors actually work like they have all, like, since the beginning of time. Kind of a random thing for me. I've kind of been craving Search and Destroy in this game. But in the current state of the game, Search and Destroy is probably the best game mode overall, which is kind of crazy. But like spawns and like hardpoint and stuff just don't honestly make sense. So I would say Search and Destroy is probably one of the best game modes to play currently. The spawns so far in Search and Destroy, the bomb places, they all just kind of make... Bro, I'm inside! Alright, so that's going to do it for my likes. Pretty much what I like about the game is the movement. Search and Destroy is really fun. The red dots are back. The perk system is pretty good. You know, the general core multiplayer is actually pretty good. Okay, so now what I dislike is kind of the gun balance. ARs are obviously really good. Bye, man. So SMGs are really weak in the current state of the game. Like, even up close, they're really good, but at the same time, they can still get outbeat by other ARs, which just doesn't really feel right. So to me, an SMG getting gunned in close range pretty consistently is actually, oh my god, thank you, you saved my life. But that should never happen. Like, especially consistently, an SMG should not be getting gunned in every situation that they're getting themselves in. Like, you shouldn't have to play so much like a rat just to get like simple kills. Spawns are pretty bad, but that's kind of to be expected. But usually when a COD drops, spawns are pretty rough. You know, they have to usually kind of work through that stuff. So I'm not too worried about it, but right now it just kind of feels like the spawn system is just like out to get you. Anytime you're like killing somebody, the enemies will literally just spawn right behind you, and that doesn't feel too great. But so the respawns, right, people call them revenge spawns because you'll literally spawn right behind people most of the time. Like either the person you killed or the person that killed you, you'll spawn behind them. And that just shouldn't happen. But like I said, usually every time a COD game comes out, we usually have these problems. They'll end up getting fixed out, you know, throughout the year. So I'm not too worried about that. The TTK in gunfights also seems really inconsistent at time. Like the TTK can feel good and bad because it's a longer time to kill. You have to be more accurate, you know. But at the same time, it feels like sometimes maybe you'll hit like the wrong multiplier and then now your gun shoots in like an extra bullet or two. Especially the submachine guns, bro. The submachine guns are just so bad in this game. They're just not worth using. When you're playing solo, it kind of makes it a lot harder to do your thing. When you're playing solo, dude, it's just fucking impossible. And then that leads into SBMM, and fucking SBMM is just fucking horrible in this game. Like, they ramped it up super high to the point where, you know, you have the good old armory unlock system, you know, complete your daily challenges, and then you have to win to get additional points, right? If you're playing solo, you pretty much guarantee that you're not getting any of those wins, especially objective-based game modes. Like, let's say you're number 1, right? You're 1 through 12, number 1 being the best, number 12 being the worst, right? Let's say you're number 1. They put you on a team with the bottom 5 players, and then those middle of the pack people are all on one team. So obviously you're getting the shitters. They're all kind of like somewhat decent, somewhat, you know, competent at what they're fucking doing, you know what I'm saying? SBMM also makes it to the point where you gotta use the meta weapons all the time. Bro, you're sitting here seeing me use the fucking MCW, you know, like I'm playing GBs and shit. It's literally just fucking pubs. And then when you're in those high SBMM lobbies, it makes it really hard to use anything else other than the fucking meta, because nobody else is using anything else other than the meta. Bro, I'm throwing that in here, bro. Fix flak jacket. What the fuck, bro? Why am I dying to nades, dude? I don't think I have flak jacket on this class. Anyway, I took flak jacket off because it doesn't work. My last thing that I'm going to be talking about on my dislikes today is the amount of attachments that are in this game. It's actually kind of insane because, like, yeah, I know we have the carryover from MW2, but do we need all those attachments as well? I don't feel like I need, like, 100 attachments to sort through. It just makes the casual experience kind of a lot harder to, like, figure out what should I be using. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be using, and most of the time nobody's going to really be able to understand the detailed stats to the point where what you're going to be doing is looking up a video on YouTube and finding the best class setup. The detailed stats is good, don't get me wrong, but at the same time you don't know really exactly what's happening to your gun. So the armory unlock system is kind of like weird because, one, you can kind of like skip the like, you know, waiting for certain attachments, but at the same time, like, you can be max level and not have everything unlocked, and that to me just doesn't really sound right. It doesn't feel right. It leaves like a sour taste in your mouth because you're max level but you don't have everything unlocked, and it just doesn't make much sense to me. And that's going to do it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment if you agree or disagree, and subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.